Hello, I'm James Preston for Kalkine Media and welcome to another edition of Executive Corner Expert Talks. In this edition, I'll be shining a light on Tempest Minerals, and the best way to do that is to sit down with the Managing Director of the company, Don Smith. Don, great to have you here with me today.
Morning there, James.
Well, Don, we've obviously seen a huge transition towards battery metals over the past couple of years. How do you see the space unfolding in terms of demand and supply, and how is Tempest poised to capitalise?
Sure, I don't see any big change in the trend at the moment. There's massive deficiencies, particularly in metals like copper, that's existed for many years, and the supply and demand just isn't catching up. So the way that Tempest is harnessing that is one of our primary exploration goals is searching for copper, and we also have a substantial lithium portfolio, and also a influence from the global lithium market in that we have investments in multiple companies there as well.
And you're talking there a bit about copper being one of the key focuses. How many of your projects currently focus on copper as it's the core sort of mineral?
Several of our projects have potential for copper. One of the main ones is the Malaya project, where we're heavily exploring at the moment.
Well, you mentioned the Malaya project there. You've just done a recent survey. What kind of survey was it, and what did the results uncover?
Sure, we've done multiple surveys in recent times. Most recently, we've done a downhole electromagnetic, a DHEM survey, and that uncovered that there is some sulfide bodies underneath in between the drill holes that we've recently drilled, and reported on the discovery of sulfides in those. So we're looking forward to using those results to expand out our exploration envelope and understand the geology better.
That's tremendous. And look, we've talked about the... Oh, sorry, Don, continue.
No, I was going to say, in addition, we've recently done an electroparamagnetic resonance survey, which is an unconventional survey, and that's given us more than 200 new targets or places of interest with potential mineralisation.
And what was the decision behind doing the electromagnetic resonance survey as opposed to a different type of survey?
One is that not many people have done it, and I guess we're big on innovation and doing new things, and so that was a big part of it. Also, there was a trial survey done in the area which highlighted that our projects had some potential, and we decided to expand that out.
That's tremendous. And look, we've talked a little bit there about the Malaya project, but there's obviously a bunch of other projects within your portfolio. Can you take us through the other ones that you've currently got within the portfolio, and how you best manage them to ensure that you can get the most positive results possible?
Sure thing. Okay, so we've got four main areas of interest in the company. We've got the Malaya project, which is part of the Yalgoo portfolio. So there's a number of exploration projects, sub-projects in there. Euro is one, Messenger is another, and that's Yalgoo. Then we've got the gold exploration in Mount Magnet, right beside the multi-million ounce deposit there, and we have our lithium portfolio I mentioned earlier, and we've also got exposure to emerging gold mine in Papua New Guinea. The way that we manage that is that we have a strong focus on technology, and all our decisions are heavily weighted based on risk and also data-driven.
Yeah, well, I mean, you mentioned there Papua New Guinea. Obviously, that would, I would imagine, equate to the Lole mining project there, which Tempest is putting forward $1 million to work with. Can you tell me the rationale behind that investment as opposed to putting money into one of your existing projects already?
Sure. I mean, have no doubt we're investing heavily in our projects, but it's about the diversity of opportunities for shareholders. So again, we mentioned the risk management, and that's a fantastic development that's coming forward, and we've got an opportunity to be involved in it very early. So that's most of our projects are very heavily exploration weighted, and this is a development project. So therefore, we could be closer to a producing status, not just an explorer.
So what would success look like for you for the Lole mining project?
Going into production and having a profitable operation for sure.
Yeah, terrific. And could you also take me through what's on the remainder of the cards for 2022? Obviously, we're getting pretty close to Christmas, which I can't believe. It's just zooming along ridiculous
Very
levels.
fast.
But we've got about 3 or 4 months left. What can we see from Tempest?
Look, we're packing a whole heap into the next few months, particularly at the Malaya project. We've got no fewer than 3 drill programs going on. So we've got one going on at the moment. It's a short diamond program drilling a target called Master. And straight on following from that, we'll be into some RC drilling at our target called Clover. And then we'll be moving from that into a regional sized air core drilling program, which would be tens of thousands of meters potentially, and very, very large scale. So yeah, no shortage of stuff coming up for people to pay attention to.
No, you're not wrong. That's a lot to squeeze into just a few months. Let me take you a little bit further long term here. Let's say the next 5 years. What does Tempest want to achieve?
The old 5-year question. Feel like a bit of deer. Yeah, look, we want to grow the company. We're not interested in being a junior explorer forever. We want to be a medium to large size company, whether that's through discovery, whether that's through acquisition or growth. I'm ambivalent. We make the decisions based on the data and what's right for the shareholders.
That sounds terrific. And just before I let you go here, Don, you just mentioned shareholders there. Are there any final thoughts you'd like to leave with them and also our audience today?
Well, I think you've partially answered that question already, saying what we've got going for the next 3 months. I look forward to everyone paying attention to all the stuff we're doing, and look forward to seeing people at the various conferences and also online and things like this over the next 6 to 12 months as well.
Yeah, terrific. I know there's quite a few conferences coming up here in Sydney, so potentially we'll be able to run into each other there as well. But Don, thank you so much for your time with me today.
My pleasure. Thanks.
Well, that's Don Smith, the Managing Director at Tempest Minerals. And if you missed any part of that chat, you can catch the full interview on our YouTube channel, Kalkine Media. So make sure to subscribe. But that's all for now. I'm James, reminding you to stay apprised and invest wise with Kalkine Media.